Well, I don't know what it is, but every time I have a party or go to a party, end up tired and, you know, massive headache the next day. I always decide to make you guys a video, so I don't know what the thing is there, but anyway, I had some people stay over last night, and of course about 20 minutes of sleep for the whole night, so you know, I think after they went at about 11 o'clock I went to bed and just got up about half an hour ago at 5 o'clock, so you know, had a good sleep anyway. I'm feeling pretty alright, which is unusual, but I thought I'd try and get this thing working. It originally had a Honda engine on it when I found it on the rubbish collection, but the Honda engine had some issues, so I took that apart and cleaned that all up. Still haven't got it back together because I need to get some Loctite sealant to get it back together with, but anyway, so we'll see if we can get this thing running. I reckon it's just carby issues. Although I haven't checked spark, so I probably should do that. First of all, we'll just take the tank off. Yeah, off. There you go. I don't know. Oh, anyway. Oh. Yeah. Let's see what's happening in here. Now, doesn't look like there's any fuel getting through because I did prime it up. There's no fuel evidently in the inlet manifold. A little oily residue crap. What I'll do is test if it'll fire. And now we've got a heap of dirt on the end of the fuel hose, so I have to flush that out. Come on. Alright, now I'll just stick a bit in the inlet manifold. Not quite that much, but anyway. We'll see if it'll fire. Other end. It doesn't want to go. I wonder if we've even got spark. No, I'll get spark plugs for okay. I just checked. There's plenty of spark. Spark plug's nice and clean. But even after all that fuel, it's still not wet. So I'm guessing that one of the seals is gone. Either the top seal around here, around the under this pull starter, either that or the bottom main seal, which you can't see, but it's under the flywheel. But if it's that bottom main seal, it's a bit of a prick to get to. Still, it's doable. I don't know if I have a spare engine laying around I can pillage and seal off. Might have a spare engine I can put on. I don't know, have a look. Alright, so pull this thing. Got a bit of a throat. Excuse me. So anyway, this is our top end seal, and as you can see, this one is absolutely maggoted. Now, because I did scrap, I probably had about 10 power torque engines sitting around, but last rubbish collection I scrapped them all, threw them away, mainly because I pillaged all the carby bits off them and that sort of stuff, so they were pretty, you know, those bits and pieces missing everywhere. But I didn't really keep many O-rings or any assemblies, so what I might have to do with this one, because this one as well, as you can see, is crushed flat. I'll put some Vaseline on it, or some grease actually is probably better. I'll try and sweat it in around there and get it lined up nice and neatly, and we'll see if we can get a decent seal out of that, because I don't have any more. I can't find any more. I found that one laying over in the grass actually. We were at a pile of starter bits and stuff that when I'd stripped the machines, I'd thrown them in a pile in the grass, and it was still sitting there. You can see down there there's plenty of fuel, but none of it actually got up into the top end. Now that would suggest that the vacuum between the crankcase and the cylinder is broken. Now that's normally by seals, and in 2 strokes without decent crankcase seal they're just not going to work. and that's a promise. If you don't have a decent seal, you're stuffed. Especially on 4 strokes, doesn't matter, because all that happens is you piss out oil everywhere. But 2 strokes relies on crankcase vacuum. So anyway, this one was getting harder and harder to start, and eventually wouldn't go, so I'd say that seal was just rotting away. So anyway, it was originally on my neighbour's base, exactly the same as this, except his is an older green model. So yeah, alright, I'll get back to some grease and some chain and bar oil. That's what we end up with. Now it'll be a wet seal. You'll only really rely on the grease and chain and bar oil to actually seal, because that seal's just absolutely rubbish, but I don't have any others, so we'll see if it'll do the job. I don't, you know, the grease and oil, the worst it'll do is melt into the crankcase and burn off. I mean, it's not going to create any problems. As far as I'm concerned, I can't really see where the angle camera's pointing, so anyway, now I'll just tack these up. I won't tension them down until I've got them all just tacked up. This seal needs to be treated with the utmost care. There we go, that one's down. That's down. And that's good. Alright, so let's see if it'll start now, or if it'll at least fire. Don't know. I suppose put the spark plug in first, that might help. And, yeah, not quite sure about that, but I'm pretty sure spark plugs help for engines to fire. I don't know. Pull my jocks up, pants falling down. Probably a picture you don't need, but anyway. Let's see. There we go, like this. Beginning to fire now, so that's a better sign. Except the stop leads are together, that's not a good sign. Just stick a bit more fuel in there. That one. That'll do. Let's see how that goes. Well, it was trying to fire, which is a better sign than before. Let's see if there's anything up here. And it's still a bit dry. Oh well, I'll clean out that carby. I did a video a few weeks ago on that, so I won't bother making a second, but I'll clean that out and see how we go. I mean, anyway, see what happens. So, put some crappy old jeans on, because I actually have my best pair of jeans on, which, you know, isn't advisable, because it's get my balls chopped off. Anyway, a few primes. They generally don't really want to start in the start position. I normally have to put them half throttle or so. Let's see. Almost. We'll go full throttle. Bastard thing. Anyway, we'll tack this grass here. It was the only bit I couldn't get to with the ride on. It's where we used to burn stuff, as you can see. So, let's see. Well, it looks pretty damn good to me. Alright, well, it's too hard doing it with one hand, so I'll finish that off. So, thanks for watching.